All right, good morning, and today we're going to continue working with SOHCAHTOA. So if you are taking notes, you might want to write that at the top. We are probably getting pretty familiar with it by now, but just in case, write it down. And today there's a little bit of a difference. So first off, a reminder, in order to use SOHCAHTOA, we have to have a right triangle, which we do here. Difference is, last week when we used SOHCAHTOA, we were always solving, we had one side and one angle, and we were solving for a missing side. Today we have two sides. We are solving for this missing angle. So to solve with SOHCAHTOA, we started off exactly the same. So we identify this 5 as our H, the 3 is going to be our O. So if we have an O and an H, we think up here, that's S sine. So we use sine of, we don't know, put an X there. Okay, all that over 1 equals O over H. Now, the best way I can describe this is kind of like how if we had like x squared equals 36, we would take the square root of both sides, we would get x equals 6. And the same way, the square root and the square inverse of each other, we have to take the inverse of sine. So to do this, the inverse sine, it looks like this, of 3 over 5, okay? And that will tell us what x equals. So on your calculator, first thing you want to check is make sure, are you in degree mode? Okay, so we go to mode. I'm already in degree mode. If you're not, arrow down, hit enter on degree, and hit second quit or hit the clear button. Okay, now, to get the inverse sine, you'll notice on sine, cosine, and tangent here, there's a tan and a -1, cosine -1, sine and -1. To get that, hit the second key. So second sine, and we said it was 3 divided by 5, close the parenthesis, I hit enter, and we're going to go to 1 decimal place, or the tenth, so 36.9. Our label, since it's angles, will be degrees. Now, let's look at the next one. You might notice the numbers are the same, the difference is where the x is located. So this is still the h, the 5. The 3 is going to be your adjacent, next to. We have a and h, we will use cosine. So cosine of x, all that over 1, equals a over h, so 3 over 5. So we'll do the inverse cosine of 3 divided by 5. So much like the last one, except now we're going to hit second cosine of 3 divided by 5. Close it. Oops, that needs to be a parenthesis. Hit enter, and we'll get 53.1. And look at these two answers. Do you notice anything about them? So 36.9, 53.1, if we'd add them together, they actually add up to 90. They are complementary. Hopefully this makes sense, because every triangle, the 3 angles add up to 180. We already have a right angle, which is 90. So take that away, we have 90 left, which these two angles make up. Okay, our next one. 3 over here is the opposite. 5 is our adjacent, so O and A, that's going to be tangent. So tangent of x equals 3 over 5. We'll do the inverse tangent of that 3 over 5. And that will tell us what x equals. So we go second tangent, 3 divided by 5, close it, hit enter, and we get 30.96. So if we round up, 31.0. Oops. Degrees. Don't forget the degree sign. All right, 2 more. This one, 14 will be A, 25 will be H. So once again, cosine of x equals A over H. We'll take the inverse cosine. And we'll find what x is. So once again, second cosine, 14 divided by 25, close the parenthesis, hit enter, 55.9 degrees. And our final one, almost done. 5 is O, the 15 is A. You can set it up tangent. I'm going to skip ahead a step. We'll just do the inverse tan of that 5 divided by 15. And you might notice 5 over 15 can reduce to 1/3. It does not matter if you reduce it or you just leave it. Either way, you will get the same answer. Okay? So let me show you what I mean by that. So if we do second tan of 5 divided by 15, hit enter, or second tan of 1 divided by 3, hit enter. See, either way, we get 18.4 degrees. So, hope you guys have a great day. That is all for today. That's all we're doing. There is an assignment on Delta Math, so sign in, get that done. If you have questions, please reach out. Hope you guys have a great day.